Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's Friday, September 19th, and I wanted to do a new mini series here on the channel. I'm going to call it Rambling Philosophy. So, this is your first episode, and I wanted to talk about how I think true happiness is actually quite rare. And I was thinking a lot about this recently because I was reflecting on some of my old matches that I've been through where the scoreline was very close and I was very stressed and I wanted to win. And at the moment, thinking back on it, I was actually not happy. I was actually quite serious, and it was a little bit more of an ordeal. But in those moments of where it was difficult, I overcame that, and then I won. And then the payoff was the endorphins and like the realization that I did it. And that's such a great feeling to have. But to get there takes a lot of heartache and a lot of loss and a lot of grinding and practice and things to just to have that 2 second or 3 second moment of pure difficulty that you overcome. And so I was thinking a lot about how if we were just perpetually happy, where everything was perfect, there was nothing to worry about, I don't think there would be any incentive to change or that you would be missing out on a potential aspect of yourself that's been locked away. And I've always kind of looked at it like you're digging in the mine, like within you, to get to the diamonds and the gold and everything that's buried deep within. But if you're at the entrance of the mine or even just the first level, and you don't have any desire to dig deeper because you're either complacent or you're just happy, it's like, yeah, I feel fine. It makes me wonder about all the things that you might miss. And so, what been reflecting a lot on my life and looking back on things, and I've come to realize that uh, when things are going well for you, or well in life, we have this tendency to maybe misjudge that happiness in the sense of there's no desire to change it. And I think you should always look at things if things are going well, to dig a little bit deeper and put yourself in a little bit more difficult situations, to see what else you can uncover. Because in order for me to get to this point where I am now, I had to go through a lot of turmoil and strife and things that really pushed me to my limits, and I overcame those. And then I encountered these situations where I don't feel as happy, but then I realized that I'm basically in the mine. I'm digging deeper through those moments. So I also don't think that the end goal should just be to be happy. I think that's a consequence of the decisions you make in life. But if you can take um, pride in knowing that when the difficult moments come, that you're going to be ready. It's like you're almost like a warrior on the battlefield, where it's like you've been training, you've been preparing, and then when the difficulty does come, you can almost smile in that moment and be like, "Yes, I'm ready to take this on." And to get to that point takes obviously a long time. So I think it's a different way of looking at things, and realizing that your mission and your purpose is just not to find a level of comfort that you can stay and coast, where it's like, okay, I'm good, I'm going to be fine for the next 10 15 years. You should always push yourself in a different area and try new skills. And recently, what I've been doing to kind of help dig deeper in myself is I've been going to MMA, going through that training, which has been pretty interesting. And then actually, I've been picking up basketball, believe it or not. So uh, usually after work, I'll go and I'll shoot baskets for 45 minutes to an hour. Because I've never really played basketball, I'm a shorter guy, so I always felt like I was a disadvantage in that sport. But I wanted to practice and kind of get a new skill, and and I'm such a determined person that every time I miss, I'm like I got to figure this out, try to do this better. So I kind of take stock of where things are, and then where else I can branch out and put myself in situations that are going to test me. And I think at the end of the day, the payoff will be that I will feel prepared. And I'm still not quite there yet. overall, I think I'm happy in my life, but there are a few domains that I feel like I could possibly have even more happiness if I pursued them. And that's why I'm trying to work on the physicality and like just the working out and these different skills to build a little bit more competency, especially when it comes to self defense and MMA. So I'm going to try to keep digging deeper in myself and realize that it's a journey, and you've got to go at your own pace because it's very easy to look at someone else's life and then try to think, oh, they have the perfect life, because it's not that way. And a lot of people aren't going to be as open and honest as I am, especially sharing stuff on the internet. But if you try to think about someone else's life and man, it's like I wish I had their life. You don't know how far they've dug in that mine. You don't know how far they've gone, and they may be in a spot where on the outside everything looks fine, but internally they're struggling, and then you idolize their situation, and it's not even what you would expected it to be. So just take more time to dig within yourself and realize that being actually truly happy is a rare quality, because you might be happy in a moment, but because of how life is, things will change. And if you aren't prepared to be in that difficulty or that discomfort, then the happiness is going to be far, far away from you for most of your life. So, yeah, there's some of my thoughts on happiness, and I hope to keep the series continuing if you guys enjoy it. And I'll catch you in the next one.